We should start these with a kiss.
Okay.
Come here, Tuck.
You got lip gloss on.
Oh, I meant. There's an entire fast food chain now with corn. Somebody help me. It's Asian corn dogs, and it's a fast food chain. It's showing up everywhere.
Yeah. You owe me 3 now.
Hey, welcome back.
Hey, it's good to be back.
It's good to be back. Made it through the 4th of July.
Welcome back to you guys, too.
So many corn dogs. What?
Good gravy.
I know. I like them.
The restaurant thing we saw the other day, right?
Two-fisted corn dogs with shrimp, and I don't understand.
I just don't get it.
No, might be good though.
It was probably good.
It's man food.
Corn dogs.
I've never seen a girl go in and out of that place. I don't think it's man food.
Yeah, maybe. I like corn dogs.
Let us know.
Corny dogs, as they call it in Texas.
Teach us.
Corny dogs.
Hey, so I've got something to talk about that has come up. People talk about the Rialta Owners Group of America, right? Mm-hmm. So I thought on Rialta News we talk about ROGA, R-O-G-A, Rialta Owners Group of America, a lot. We put the link down for it, but that's not the only group on Facebook. If you own a Rialta, in fact, it's just one. Mm-hmm. It's not the only one we're members of, right? That's kind of the only one you look at.
Yeah, there's a girl one.
There's a girl group.
I forgot what it's called.
The Bengals?
No.
The Go-Go's?
There's a female Rialta group.
Oh, female Rialta group.
Yes. Anyway.
There is.
Yes.
I'm not in that. No, I don't know about that.
You shouldn't be.
Nope.
If you are.
That's actually a cool group. We know the gals that are in that.
Yes.
Is it the No-Toe ladies or
No.
something? No. Judy is in that?
Maybe we'll put it in the comments below. We'll look for it, put it in the comments.
I don't know even how to find those things. I can't search that stuff. But there are others. In fact, I've got one pulled up here. It is if you're going to search for it, it's called Rialta on All Things Rialta Worldwide for Rialta Owners and Friends.
Like typing that in.
Yes, which sounds like it was created by AI or something, that title. But Rialta O-N would be with a space. Rialta space O-N. So it's Rialta on All Things Rialta Worldwide, Rialta Owners and Friends. There are almost 6,000 members in that group.
Wow.
Yes. That's a lot of folks. There's a lot of good information in there. It is different and separate than ROGA, the Rialta Owners Group of America. This group is also on Facebook, just like ROGA. Then there's another one that's a Rialta and Eurovan group. And there's a lot of Eurovan owners and Eurovan tech and stuff in there, which leads nicely into the Rialta side of things. Mm-hmm. So here's the thing, and you've heard us say this before. What do you think? You think people should be part of a group if they own?
100%, yes.
Okay.
Yes.
If you own a Rialta, you're going to drive a Rialta, or you're even considering it, see about joining these groups.
Yeah.
Some may not let you join till you own one.
Yeah.
Some will let you join even if you don't.
Yes.
And some are public.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Why? Because you'll get a lot of good advice, tips, tricks, and things. Don't do what we say. Do what you want to do, but get the information, right? We've looked at what everybody else does and then said, oh, here's what we want to try.
Yes.
And that's everything from cleaning it to driving it to fixing it to custom
Decorating
paint.
it.
Mm-hmm. Decorating. Look at that paint job on that
Especially how
one.
to fix it.
I love that one. I'm glad they sent us that picture. The other thing, the reason I bring up the groups is we were talking about Rialtas for sale. Everybody's always asking, what's going on with Rialtas for sale? How much do they cost? Mm-hmm. What do you think the average price is for a Rialta resale right now? We'll wait. I know it's live. There'll be ding, right? Okay. Look, put it in the comments when you're seeing this part, because everybody's on a different timeline of watching it. Mm-hmm. Put in the comments what you think the average price is. I think you'll be surprised. I know we were this past month. So this is summer of 2023. We're seeing everything from, you can go on eBay and look for these, right? You'll find them on eBay from dealers and from private parties. Mm-hmm. Around the $34,000, $33,000, $32,000 mark for decent, not too many miles. But right now in the Rialta on blah, blah, blah site, There's one in St. Louis for $25,000, which is 22 HD, which is really nice condition. And he's got scan gauge and the whole bit on there.
202? I meant 2002?
It's a
HD?
2000 22 HD.
Okay.
Yeah, they're all
Okay.
22. 22 QD,
Okay.
22 HD. Sorry.
Sorry.
Yeah, no, it's 2022. They just built it.
I'm like, wow, I want one of those.
They were waiting on parts, and they just got them in and finished. No, they did not. They
2000.
did not just build it.
They did not.
It's 2000,
Yeah.
25,000. That's a good price. There's another one with 46,000 miles for $35,000.
mileage.
That's pretty nice. That's an 05 HD, so that's like the newest of the new.
5, yeah, the newest
Yeah,
of them.
and that's the HD with the big kitchen. There's another one. It's a 97, and his family's got this thing in storage in Colorado Springs. It was his parents' vehicle. They just finished doing a big trip in it. Runs good. It's got just a few little things, but 18,000.
Oh, nice.
18,000.
18,000 is good.
That's a good price.
Mm-hmm.
That's a good price. Anyway, and it's got custom paint. Look at this thing.
Ooh, look at that.
Yeah, it's got like a custom wrap
Pink.
thing on it.
Pinkish purple color.
Purpley thing, yeah, cool. There's another one. There's an 04 for 33. I mean, they're all over the place. There's a ton of them for sale. Now, if that's not your jam, there's a 97 for 10,000 or best offer. There was one a week ago, which would have put it to probably mid-June of the summer 23. Don't know when you're watching this. And the guy was giving it away.
Free.
Free. No cost. Come get it. Bought it. Thought he could fix it up. Was more than he could deal with. Said, hey, I want somebody who wants it to come get it. Come get it.
Yeah. Don't think that lasted long.
No. Yeah, I'd fill the yard up with them if I could. She knows that. They won't let me here. But that's pretty neat. That's pretty neat. So
Yes.
where do you find them for sale? Look around. If you really are in the market for one and you want to ask us. If we know about it, we'll try to send you a link. But if you're not on,
Just try to get on
if you're
those
not in the
things
groups, how can I
online.
share it?
Yeah, no. Can't really, unless you just put in, here's our phone number.
Unless
Call
it's
'em.
somebody we know. Now, if we know them or if we know you and you want to sell yours, then reach out to us and say, hey, I got one for sale. Nikki, if someone told you they had one for sale and gave you their info, would that be good? That'd be good, right?
Yeah, that would be good. I'll put it out on our
Because then,
Instagram and YouTube page.
yeah, then you could tell
And
folks. And then we could tell you, hey, call Bob at 1-800-BOB's your uncle. Uncle Bob. Bob's your uncle. It's a straight thing. Tucker's eating my leg over here. All right. Well, anyways, there are different groups, but I did want to talk about the prices because there's some really good values right now. Now, the lower you sell it for, it doesn't help the values of everybody else. It's kind of like houses in the neighborhood, right? But these are in varying states of
Yes.
repair or disrepair.
Yes. Some Rialtas out there nobody took care of, so they're cheap.
Or they sat too
Some
long, yeah.
people babied, and they're gorgeous. And of course, some are really used, a lot of miles. So yeah, it just depends on what's going on
Yeah.
with the Rialta.
A good fair amount's probably in the low 30s for a decent runner with maybe a few modifications but nothing major to it. And one that's in pristine shape that's been reconditioned, you're talking like Rialta heaven. And that's going to be in the 50s, right?
Yeah,
Probably somewhere around.
higher end, where they fixed it up and got it in.
It is going to be
Back in
pretty
shape.
darn close to what it was when it was built.
Yep.
Okay. If we didn't have Tucker in here, the camera wouldn't shake. But Tucker likes to be in here. Now, he thinks he's on camera. So say hi, Tucker. Everybody. Up. Linda, say hi, Tucker. He can hear. Okay, thank you. Yes, all of you watching. He thinks he's on the camera, so it's working out. But
If we put him outside the door, he would just bark and jump on the door and
yes,
like, let me in.
He hears us say Rialta. He thinks we're going camping. He's so excited. He's got his pack ready to go. All right. Well, so that was one thing I think that was that I really was on my mind to bring up and cover was going to be the resale. And I'm really surprised this summer there's so many of them coming up for sale.
Yeah.
Usually it's the winter and the fall.
Yeah.
There's an awful lot of them this summer, which I think is kind of cool. Because that's a transition time for people. You know, you could buy one at the beginning of summer, use it for vacation all summer, and then sell it for what you paid, and end up with a free vacation.
Yes. And a lot of people also bought them like we did back when we couldn't travel.
for COVID.
COVID times. So a lot of people did that, and now that, you know, airlines are back up, cruise ships, all that stuff, people are getting rid of them so they can go just travel like they used to. No guarantee that's not going to happen again. You know, it may not, but it may. I'd hang on to that sucker. But, and also some people are upgrading. They just want some big thing that they can put the whole family in.
Something a little more room.
A lot more room and stuff. So I understand that, but there's a lot of them getting taken right up too. They don't stay up there for sale very long.
They don't stay for sale very long. No, they go
pretty
fast.
quick. Yeah, they sell quick.
They do. And you know, give us an amen down below if you've had somebody come up and say, hey,
we just saw someone
this for
on
sale?
Instagram post a little note that he got while they were out that said, I really want to buy your Rialta, so please let me know if you're willing to sell.
His first note.
Yeah. And he's like, I don't think so.
You'll get those. You'll get those.
We've gotten those a couple of times, actually.
People are curious. They want to know what it is, and then they want to buy it. Heck, our neighbor walks his dog by all the time, keeps asking,
you want to sell that yet?
You going to sell that thing yet? Yeah. So that brings up another topic, though, because you had said, well, hey, we got it when COVID-19 is going, we couldn't travel. There were states that wouldn't let you in. You know, it was very stupid for a while.
It was very weird.
They were saying that, like you could stop them, but couldn't fly and stuff. Amtrak was weird.
Yeah.
So, and cruises were canceled. So I was like, well, we'll cruise ourselves. Let's get a van. And that's we got the Rialta. So he's done with that. But just because that ended, there's other uses for keeping a vehicle like this. Now, this applies to every RV. But if I had a big old Chieftain something or other, Class A, whatever, parked down, 2 miles away at the RV storage, that's not as effective as having something small that can fit right there in my neighborhood or in my driveway.
Yeah.
If you can keep it in your driveway, right? But these are smaller size. Texas this month, this July, it's hot. So we're getting warnings and advisory. What are they telling Texans to do right now?
Sleep with your air at 85 at night.
83.
83.
Okay, wait. Before don't judge us. You might be fine with air at 83.
I might try to get it to 70.
I don't think this girl's ever slept with air at 83.
Yeah.
She'd be awake, and so would everybody else, guaranteed.
Anyway, yeah.
More like 68.
I sleep with.
We use a little bit of electricity.
Yeah.
But
they want us to turn them up, and because there could be an outage.
Brownouts and power grid trouble,
power.
and power goes out in the summer.
Then what do you do?
California, you got the same deal, right? Let us
Yeah.
know if you're in California. You've got rolling brownouts and things that happen in the heat, right? Because of the load on the grid.
Yeah.
And they're building so many new homes down here.
Yes.
It's not like it got better.
Yes. Our area is booming like crazy.
Yeah. So, with that being said, power goes out. You're sitting in your house. You got babies, puppies, whatever, and it's hot. And what are you going to do? Where are you going to go, right? Are you going to go head
Can
over?
go to the hotel. Theirs is out too.
Or if it's working, everybody's there.
Yeah.
Or
it's
the high
out.
school or something.
Yeah.
Here's the thing. You got a Rialta in the driveway. You jump in it, fire it up, and you've got bed, kitchen, bathroom.
Yep.
You're good to go.
Yep.
You could pile a whole lot of folks in there. You could put the whole family in there if you needed to.
Yep.
Turn it into a fun time. It could just be in your backyard.
In your backyard. Yeah. In your driveway.
Right? You could take it over to the park.
Mm-hmm.
Go set up in the parking lot. Sit out there, do some camping, and cops aren't gonna give you crap when you're sitting there
when all the ACs are out.
and all the ACs and the power's out, and you're sitting there with little ones or seniors,
Yeah.
and you need people to be comfortable. So. Just food for thought, you got a generator and whatnot, or you can get out of your local area and go somewhere where there's not a problem.
There's not a blackout.
And so then you can go to
Yeah.
a campsite for $20 a night or a state park and plug in and do that. So, it makes sense for that. It's not really like bugging out, like zombie attack vehicle kind of thing, but it could be okay for that. I don't know that that's the platform I'd want.
Got decent enough gas mileage. I don't know why not.
But when you need it.
But yes, it's very important whenever something happens. Even in the winter, whenever we were concerned we would lose our heat and the pipes would freeze and all that, we were like, oh, hey, we got our Rialta out there. We can stay warm.
Yeah.
We could boil some water out there if we needed to, whatever. So.
Yeah, so we knew of a family, their pipes had frozen on the second floor, water pouring down. The floors fell through. The house was unlivable. So the pipes were broken. Eventually, water company turned things off. And then all the mess that comes with that frozen water being in the house and all the ice. So where were they going to go, right? They got to go somewhere. If you've got a camper, if you've got a Rialta.
Get out of there. Or use it.
As much of a bummer as that would be for the house to start falling apart, it's
Yeah.
just really just go outside and just
Keep safe.
Yeah, then you're
That's what
okay.
matters.
Most important thing is that you and your family and
Yes.
your pets, whatever, are safe and
Yeah.
and you can do that. So that's really cool, you know. And also the other piece of it is it's just super handy to have when you just need to go last minute. If you've ever had to just take off last minute to go see somebody, whether it was for fun or whether it was for funeral or helping out or whatever, family emergencies or being there for somebody in surgery or whatever.
Or you just don't have any money in your bank, so you need to go sit in someone's driveway.
No kidding, man. People are so inconsiderate. They're planning all this stuff and I'm broke. I remember that. So
I can't stay in a hotel.
drive on up and pull your hotel into someone's driveway and you're good to go. Which
Yep.
you can also do that. So that works out.
Yeah.
These are just things to think about when you're thinking about, I don't know if we want this, I don't know if it'll work. And then the other piece on this is, when I first mentioned, there was a particular individual who knows Volkswagens real well, and I mentioned, hey, I got a new Volkswagen, wait till you hear about it. And I was dropping hints, you know, like, well, it's a VR6, you know, and their first guess was a Golf R. I'm like, no. Oh, it's a Touareg. No, I've had 3 of those or something else. And anyway, when I told them it was a Rialta, they're like, oh, those are awesome. I knew somebody who had one as their daily driver. That was what they told me. And I was like, what? And she's like, yeah, oh yeah, it was a daily driver. They'd bring it in for service, they saw it all the time, and that was just what they drove. They hauled the kids around in it and had a great time. And I was like, wow. Although it seemed weird to me at the time, I think back to when all the kids were little. Oh, good gravy. Having a bathroom with you and a place to feed them their sandwiches and go running around to sports. And
ours, we have 8 seatbelts.
yeah, before they changed the regs on them seatbelts. Yeah, we could have piled 8 kids in that thing and gone off to the baseball game or whatever.
Yeah.
Anyway, Rialta, do you think it's small enough to make it a daily driver for folks?
Oh yeah, absolutely. In fact, we met someone in our local area.
Oh, we did.
Yes. He said he uses it for, we pulled up when we saw it and pulled up and knocked on his door because we wanted to talk to him. But he said he uses it for his daily driving. He also uses it for work. And
he's got a big old dog.
Yeah, he's got a big dog that he transports.
His dog likes that.
In fact, he works at a dog training place. In fact, I just used Tucker went there and stayed. It was cool to pull in and see the Rialta sitting in the drive or in the parking lot. But yeah, he uses it daily and uses it for his work and for his dog. And
because it's a Eurovan with just a little bump out, and the bump out's not any wider than the mirrors. So if you're considering one and you're thinking, oh, is it hard to drive? Is it hard to steer? Is it hard? Backing it up can be a challenge because it is bigger, but it's got a really big back window and you can put a rear view camera in that. So not that big of a challenge. But the rest you're not going to feel challenged in. Lane changes, pulling into parking spots, making corners. You might bump a curb or two now and then if you're not used to it until you get the hang of driving a full-size van.
But what's awesome about it is they put so many windows in it.
Oh, yeah.
And that window in the back's so big that you can see really well in that car. I mean, I feel comfortable driving it.
Yeah.
So
it drives like a van.
Smart.
And it's easy to drive.
Yeah, in vans you can't even see out of.
Some vans you can't, right? But you have them 70s vans.
Put little black windows on the very back that you have to. Anyway.
Ooh, shag carpet. I remember them vans.
Yeah.
Who was looking out the windows? Yeah.
The driver was trying.
It's for you can't look in. That's why you did all them windows that way.
Yeah. Anyway.
Daily driver. Yeah, it could totally be your daily driver.
Yeah.
So if you're factoring in the cost and going, well, I don't know about this vehicle, maybe it's going to be a payment or a loan for you, or maybe you're just committing money to it versus another vehicle. If this was your second vehicle and you needed it just to run an errand here and there or take the kiddos somewhere or do it, it's pretty good for that.
It absolutely is. I mean, I think you took it to a doctor's appointment once.
That's to dentist or doctor or something, yeah. Yeah. I went to my cardiologist in that bad boy.
My car, yeah.
He's like, how you doing? I'm chilling, bro. I brought my house with me, man. How you doing?
You need anything?
Buddy? Yeah, man.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah,
anyway,
good.
It is cool. It's just a cool vehicle. It's easy.
And it's a cool vehicle.
Yeah.
Can you tell we like Rialtas?
We do like Rialtas.
We do like Rialtas. And they're great for going places. So if you're going to go to an event or you're going to go to something cool, it's a lot like the VW bus was, right? Everybody pile in the bus and go on off to the festival.
Mm-hmm.
And, you know, got these shirts from one of her new favorite bands, right? The same kind of thing, right? Like, hey, man, you got a big show going, pile in and go see it. And you got everything you need right there. And it's pretty fun. So anyway, I just wanted to cover that because when it's freezing cold, if there's trouble, hey, you've got that. When it's super hot, if there's trouble, you need to cool off. We were talking about it in July. If it gets crazy and the power goes out, you go right out to the driveway and you got your Rialta. You'll be better off than not having it, right? And that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
And it'll go through a drive-through, so you can drive it through Chick-fil-A.
Yeah, we've actually had someone say I drove it through a drive-through.
Yeah, man, a dude was gonna buy one, and he said if it'll go through a Whataburger drive-through, I'm in. I'm like, bro, we'll go film it, man. It'll do it.
Yeah.
It'll do it. Yeah, pretty cool.
Yeah.
So let us know your thoughts if there's another reason that you can think of that it really fits the bill. But I'll tell you, when we looked at Class C vehicles, things, I was looking at things on a Ford chassis because of ease to work on, you know, and looked at some Class A stuff. I like the Brave. I like the Winnebago Brave. It's one of my favorites, but it's big. And it's just not the same. It's just not the same. It's not, maneuverability's not there. Storage.
Gas mileage.
Takes a lot. Fuel economy is not there. And those things are real factors.
I like the Brave
consider.
too, but whenever we talk about doing that, I'm just like, I don't know. I think it's just going to be so much more expensive.
It's a big box. Costs a lot more money to
Where are we gonna
move.
put it?
Costs a lot more money to keep.
Ours fits in our driveway, so.
And I can't imagine going down Highway 80 in a windstorm in one of those things, or going through Nebraska. And you know when we were going through Nebraska and Iowa,
Yeah.
and that wind was throwing our Rialta just around a little bit.
Yeah.
But you see the other ones going all crazy because they're just a box on wheels, you know.
Yeah.
Whew.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, I mean
Anyway.
you'll survive it, but cool.
We love it.
So,
We love
well, I think that's kind of the updates we've got for that one. Let us know where you're heading out to coming this fall. I know all the RV shows kind of pause in the middle of the summer. I think home shows kind of pause in the middle of summer. But as we're getting back to the fall, there'll be more stuff going on. Let us know if there's something cool going on. If you were up at Brad's Indiana get-together and you got pics or something, share them or post them or tell us or send us a video. We'll link to it and tell everybody to watch it.
The get-togethers are so much fun.
Yeah, it's really cool to see
Yeah.
everybody else's
It is.
Rialta. Also, let us know what kind of mods or things you're doing. We're not really doing anything else to ours this summer. Maybe the rain gutter we still need to put on,
Yeah.
but it's too hot outside. I don't feel like messing around with it.
Yeah.
But we probably need to do that. And then once the gutter's on, maybe get those black streaks off
Completely off.
for the final. And then, you know, that's really what we should talk about next time. Is there's been quite a few people attempting to remove black streaks and having some issues. So paint jobs, wraps, and chemicals. Maybe we talk about that because I think we talked about it a
We
little
talked
bit.
about it a little bit, but yeah.
There's been a slew of posts, and there's one old dude. I feel bad for him because I think almost one whole side, but one big part of his driver's side, he just took it down to the metal.
Oh,
Didn't mean to.
man.
Yeah, so we'll talk about that a little bit because that's what Rialta News is all about. It's not just, hey, fun, we're going here, do this. You know, who cares where we're going? It's what we're all dealing with and how we can help each other and what's going on out there on the road. So
Tips and tricks.
yep, values are going up. Opportunities to pick them up is better than ever. And there's a lot more young drivers and owners out there than I've seen in a long time. What I mean by younger is some folks in their 30s, maybe 40s, picking these up, and they're doing some really cool updates to them. So the chances of solar-powered, lithium battery-powered, really nice units coming for sale on the resale are going to be. You're going to start seeing those out there, which is nice because right now there's not a whole lot of those on the resale.
Right.
But they're putting in the time, they're putting in the money to get that done, and pretty cool if you could be solar.
Yeah, that would be kind of neat.
It's not an inexpensive upgrade.
Yeah, some of these people have done really cool things to the Rialta, so it'd be kind of neat to get one that's been, you know, modernized.
Yeah, solar on the roof, lithium batteries, and a hot tub in the back. Boom, baby, sign me up.
Full size refrigerator.
Full size fridge.
Anyway.
Yeah, I could just see a kegerator in a hot tub.
Yeah.
No, Axel's
Took
not.
the bed out, put a hot tub.
Axel's not going to hold it. Don't do it.
Don't
do
do
it. Hey, so until next time, we hope to see you out there on the road. We'll probably be this month heading up through, I don't know, maybe Oklahoma, maybe up to Missouri, maybe up to Branson if we can.
Yeah.
We're going to be on the road a lot with work, so not going to be doing too much
Not too much camping.
long-term
for the next
camping.
couple of months.
Yeah. But hope to see you in Arkansas, Oklahoma, Missouri, Texas. That might be the radius that we're going to hit.
Somewhere right
You
around.
never know. Might stretch it into Kansas, Colorado, or down towards Tennessee, Alabama. I don't know.
Who knows?
Who knows? We'll see you on the road. Let us know where you're going, right? Right,
Yes.
Tucker?
We'll live vicariously through you right now.
All right. Hey, thank you for posts and comments. Thanks for following along.
Yes.
And listening, and let us know if there's anything you want us to talk about. But hey, your Rialta's worth a bunch of money. Hang on to it.
Yes.
And if you don't hang on to it, that's fine. Ask a fair price. Somebody will pay it. They're great vehicles. Just find the right buyer. And the good way to find the right buyer might be to sign up for those groups
Yes.
on Facebook and other places, because that's where the fans are.
Yes.
And that's where people like us who have friends that say, hey, I want one, can go, hey, here's one for sale.
Yep.
You guys ought to check it out.
Yep.
All right, cool. Well, until next time, remember,
God is good.
all the time. I made you say it first. All right, we'll see you later. Y'all be safe out there.
Bye, guys.
Bye-bye.